All right, good morning, everybody. It's a little past 8 on this Wednesday, the 29th of March. All right, let's take a look and see what we have setting up this morning. The only thing I have working right now is going to be crude oil. Let's take a look at crude oil. I am in crude oil looking for a target of 74.25. 74.25.
MINA.
I do have, and also am long EBS. Let's take a look at EBS. Entered EBS at 943, and it's just taken off. So my target on EBS has blasted through everything. I do have a target, a new target. Let's see here. All right. Let's see EBS come up to 1003. Probably see some selling coming in around 10. Right now, all I'm seeing is buyers down here. Let's come out a little bit. Really not going to run into anything major until we get up around 1019. This could turn out to be a really, really good trade. Also long AHT, and let's see, also long AHT. And I'm getting ready to get out of AHT. I'm going to go ahead and pull on AHT. Holding on the EBS. Keep it on EBS. I mean, it's just gone through all of my targets. I do have, wow, I have another one up here, 1055. Let's say 1055. So let's watch it. Going to run into some sellers up here around 50, 1050. I made it blasted through. I had so many levels this morning that it took off. That yellow line down there is where I entered. Gone through 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 targets. All right, we got a nice profit on that. Get ready to pull. I'm out of EBS. All right, I got out of EBS. I'm out of AHT. Only thing I'm working on right now is crude. Let's take a look at our crude. So if you're joining us for the first time on YouTube or Facebook, thank you. We do this every morning. What we're doing here is we're demonstrating my approach to trading that I've been using for the last 35 years of my 40-year career. Everything I do is based off of just two different, I use just two different tools. One of the tools is patterns. And the other tool is something we call Einstein. Einstein provides me with levels, target levels, after a particular pattern is set up. So wait for the pattern. I get to buy and or sell. And then Einstein will come in and calculate where that particular buy for that particular pattern is going to go. Sometimes I get, as in the case of EBS, I had four targets. I even think I had a fifth target up there. But so once it hits my target, I watch it, see if I start seeing any sellers coming in. This is called Bookmap. All those bubbles are it's volume, so that it's just an easier way of seeing volumes, like reading using level 2. They call us really kind of level 3 because we see a lot more. We see the book balance up here, which is this little B on the top right hand corner. So if you start to see more red coming in, typically you see buyers coming in. But the most important is looking at these horizontal lines. So if we're below price, so price is down here and it's below one of these dark horizontal lines, that means that's sellers up there, right? So 74.25, you got an 87 seller, 87 lots, but you also have a ton of buyers down here too. So CL looks like it's gonna probably come down a little bit, but it's not gonna come down too much because you're gonna run into a bunch of buyers. So anyway, we are still long crude. Target 74.25. We are flat on our stocks, just 2 trades this morning on stocks. Dow right now, the small Dow is going to be up 248. All the indices are up this morning. So if you have any questions along the way, feel free to ask myself or my moderator, Glenn. We do this every morning. A little disclaimer, keep in mind that I am not a financial advisor. I do not give financial advice. This is only for educational purposes only. Do not follow me. In fact, do not follow anybody. The key of trading is not to follow somebody, but to learn how to do it yourself. So this is really for informational and demonstrational purposes only. My unique is different. What I do is, the tools that I use, I've developed myself over the last 40 years. These particular tools I've been using for the last 35 years. They're also what I call universal in the sense that they work with everything. So you're going to see me trade some indices. If we have some trades on some of the stock indices, like the E-mini S&P, the mini Russell, the mini NASDAQ. Also, I'll do a little bit of commodities, do a little bit of gold. Keep an eye on silver. Don't have much on silver. Crude I'm in right now, which I'm long crude. I'll also keep an eye on natural gas. And every once in a while, if we see something set up in the currencies, in Forex, we'll jump into some currencies. Right now, the only thing I have working is crude. In the crude. Right. So the scanner you see, I use several scanners when I'm taking a look at stocks. This particular scanner, I love this scanner. Gives me an indication of any of the stocks that I put in my parameters. I'm looking for stocks between $1 to $10. Any of those, I'm looking for new highs. So every time I get a new high, it's going to alert me. So NINE is making a new high. So what I'll do is I'll look at NINE, see if we have any patterns setting up. So the thing about the way that I trade, it's a very simplified way of trading. It really is. And that's the key with trading is don't make your trading too complicated. The more complicated you make it, the more indicators you throw in your chart. Two things. Number one, less likely it is it's going to work and hold up over time. Two, it creates a great amount of stress. So that's why I only have two parameters that I look at. They're all pretty clear cut. I know what the accuracy is. And that's it. And then I just wait for this simple wait for the setups. I do like to see some confirmation on the volume. That's why I keep a look at the volume up here. But the patterns are strong despite what the volume is, which is amazing. But if you're a scalper, it does help kind of let you know where you're going to see a wall of sellers, or if you're shorting, where is that wall of buyers? A lot of times we can go ahead and get out, wait for a pullback and get back in. So key was one I was in the other day. Oh. So key. He looks like it's going to go higher. Let's look at NINE since that just popped up. So this little white line is where we are right now, 598 on NINE. You can see you've got some pretty good seller up here at the $6. Sometimes they're spoof and they're lift out order, but right now it looks like it's pretty solid. So I don't think that's spoofing. I don't think NINE really wants to go too far. Was in AHT, out of AHT. Had a great run on EBS. It just, EBS just blasted through all these levels. 1, 2, 3, yeah, 5 levels. I'm seeing another pattern setting up too. But I'm not ready to get back in the EBS. ROOT. Don't like the volume on ROOT. It did pop up in the scanner. That could be something that may start moving later, but right now I don't like it. ONCS. Not enough volume, too big on the spread between the bid and the ask. JDST, always check on JDST, one of my favorites. Not seeing anything on JDST. SI, did a little bit of SI the other day. SI was good to us. Big sellers up here. Wouldn't want to touch it. 216, 219. So I'm not seeing anything there. So we'll save this parameter. EYXS. That was a really nice one the other day. All right, not seeing anything there. Let's go back and let's take a look at some of these indices. All right, well, this is kind of interesting. I'm getting a short on the gold. Let's look at gold. Have a target on the gold down to 1978. All right, I'm going to try to sell this. I'm going to take a very light position, but the actual short came in at 84. See if we can get a bounce up here to actually 81. Let's see if we can get something at 81. See if we can come up to this yellow line before it hits this 78. There's Cam. Good morning, sir. All right, so we traded a little bit of AHT and EBS. EBS was a big one this morning. EBS right now, I am long crude and I have a short gold on. And I want to add above 81 on the gold. Comes up to 84, I may add more. So 81 and 84. Oops. Let's try that again. It is on 5 minute. Pretty balanced on the book right now. Volume. Pull this up a little bit. I like the sellers in here, so I think we definitely have more pressure on the downside. So I like it. We'll see what gold does. Short gold, long crude oil. Crude oil, still looking for a target on crude oil to get up to 74.25. Morning, Jerome. How are you, sir? All right, I have a little bit of selling coming in on crude, but crude still looks good. I like it. Still short gold. Let's look at the mini Russell. Mini Russell, nothing there. Mini Russell's going up. Mini Nasdaq going up. Small S&P. Mini Dow. I don't have any trades on the indices right now. So we'll wait, maybe get a little pullback and get a buy in, or maybe we'll get into a short. Too early to tell. All the indices are up and now. Dow looks like obviously it's going to open up at least 200 higher. So feel free to ask us any questions. If you have any questions and you're watching us live, if I'm not busy, I'll try to get to your question, and or my moderator, Glenn, will be glad to answer those questions. He's fully aware of all the methods that I use in my trading. So he's familiar with Einstein. He's familiar with all the core patterns and setups. So if there's anything in particular you have, either myself or Glenn will be glad to answer those questions for you. And if there's anything you'd like my opinion on, once again, just my opinion, a particular stock, I'd be glad to take a look at that for you as well. If we have a second here and things are slow, I'd be glad to see if I have any patterns setting up for it. All right. Ooh, okay. Okay, I'm gonna add a gold here. It's above my yellow line. 81 was where I wanted to add. I went ahead and added the gold. Still short gold. Still on crude oil. All right, about a minute and a half out before the opening bell. NABL could have a really nice run if we can come up to I have a nice little pattern set up here. 1397. Put a little yellow line in there. Watch that 1397. You do have a wall of sellers here. So like I said, I'm just going to watch it, see what it does. I'm not entering yet. I do want to keep an eye on that. PYXS. Yeah, that looks really good. Yeah, I like that. I like that, Cam. Very nice. All right, there's the opening bell. Dow's up to 11. EPSD is just another level sitting up here on EBS. We could go all the way up to 71. For the pullback, don't want to jump back into it. Let's take a little bit further out view on this. I'm gonna squeeze it down a little bit, see what we have here. And there's a bunch of buyers. Bunch of buyers at 9. That's way down there. Buyers at 10. A lot of sellers around here at 50. Yeah, probably don't want to jump into that right now. We'll let that go. I mean, we had a good run on it. All right. EKTX. A lot of sellers on that. Not seeing much heavier buying around 15 bucks.
YING.
YANG, pop it up on the radar. Too much selling going on.
WBE.
No, I don't like YN. Don't like YANG. Let's watch JDST, my favorite. Not seeing anything else on JDST. Looks like it's going to go lower. So it's going to completely take that off my radar. SI was good to us the other day. Let's look at SI. Heavy buying coming in right here. Let's see. Wow, look at that. Big buying coming in. Oh, wow. But you've got a ton of sellers up here too. So I don't want to touch that yet. Let's see if we can get rid of some of these sellers up here.
WBE.
I may take another stab at SI today, but right now I'm just gonna let it go.
APEI.
We trade a little bit of AHT this morning. That was good to us. Just gonna let that one go for the rest of the day. TLSA, not Tesla. TLSA, I think this is what is this? Life sciences and medical stock. Don't now. A little thin, so I'm gonna leave that one go. Still working crude, long, gold short. OSCR. OSCR. I had some prior levels in there. That was from
WBE.
that was from last night. Yeah, we hit some targets already. All right, let's clear that.
COMS.
COMS, that's a familiar one.
YING.
Yeah, I could see COMS going higher.
DN.
$250, target number one, which looks like it's hitting.
CUV.
Target number two, got several patterns set up here. 250, 253. A bunch of sellers there. Yeah, it's probably going to get up to 253. Let's see what else we have here. Any other patterns setting up? Actually, we do. All right, got another pattern setting up, projecting the high of 264. This is all on CLMS. I'm not in CLMS, but I'll keep it on the radar.
WBA.
APD, I don't know. All right, just going through some of these. BBAI,
COMX. DA.
no. RIOT, oh yeah. Yeah, I like RIOT.
YING.
Little late though for me to jump in on that one. I see a target up here though for you of 896.
WBA.
896,
AIBI.
which would put you just below that wall of sellers. Did you catch that RIOT?
J.
I agree. Yeah, I'll wait for that to pull back a little bit here.
YING. WBA. WISA.
I'm gonna buy I'm gonna put a real light position on RIOT. Got a target 894.
CUV. YING.
Like to see it break through 9. If we can get up to 9,
AIBI.
we hit 901. I'm going to draw a yellow line on that.
WBE.
We'll set up another little bit longer term target. And that just shoot us up all the way to 950, 950. Not sure what hit that today though. All right, have a really, really light position on RIOT in at 93, 893. There we go, breaking through 9. Already hit 2 targets. 50 would be that next level. So I'm going to watch to see if we get some selling coming in here.
JN.
A lot of selling coming in at 15.
JN.
Small profit. I'm going to go ahead and just pull on this. I'm going to get out. Only had 200 shares on it. I don't like the sellers building up here, but I think we're eventually going to get up to 950. All right. So we'll see if they spoof, then that moves out of the way. But right now, ton of sellers in there.
JN.
Yeah, I agree. Get out right. Yeah. I think that's wise. But a lot of potential. Thank you for that. Picked up $26 on it. $26. That could buy me what? Maybe a Starbucks coffee or something. All right, so let's check in on everything else.
WBE. AMAM.
Yeah, 9 cents. All right, so getting a buy on RTY. Okay, getting a buy on RTY. Which is the mini Russell. Just so happens, yeah, so it happens to be my favorite. All right. Still short gold. Let's look at RTY though first. Let's look at RTY. Let's look at a target of 1789 up here. Buys right here, 81, reversal. $74. All right, so there we go. Buy in here, right here, around 80, 1780. Can add on below If it gets below, let me see. We dip below 79. I may go ahead and add a little bit more. But right now I'm long looking for 1789.
AMAM.
All right, so still short gold. Still on crude. AMAM.
AMAM.
Yeah, we sure did. AMAM has been on our radar many a times. Let's look at AMAM.
AMAM. AMAM.
AMAM.
AMAM.
Don't want to chase it. We're going through some targets here.
AMAM.
A little bit late for me to get into that. Unfortunately, I would have liked to have taken that, but I missed the boat. Because looks like there are some additional targets, but they're a little bit further out. AMBI.
AMAM.
AMBI has a really nice HF1 setup, two of them. $9.92. EMBI 92. That's just not too far away from that. It's moving pretty slow too. Man, there's just nothing there. It's too thin. Yeah, it halted. Yeah, it halted. That's why.
CUV, DA,
Just a beautiful. I wish I would have seen it early. Just a beautiful HF1 at 980 right before the halt. Dow's up 248. All the indices are still higher. All right, we're still long the mini Russell RTY. Need to break through this 85 to really get this thing going. Well, it just looks pretty quiet right now. It doesn't look like it's really ready to take off. Still short my gold. Gold may reverse on me. Let's watch gold. All right, I have a reversal on gold. Set me up for an HF1 buy up here at I'll take a look at this. 1987. So I'll reverse my gold position, 1987. So I've got an alert up there for that. Still on crude. We may hit our target on crude. 74.25. BANL. Little choppy for me. I'll keep it on the radar. BANL, DNR, or DRN. That's too late on DRN. I did see some prior setups. Okay, let's watch this one. EQX.
WBA.
EQX. We'll wait on EQX. Good volume coming in. Look at that. Very strong volume at 516. But I don't have any pattern setting up for it.
WBA.
BT. Let's look at BT. There's good old GNS.
WBA.
I have some a little bit of potential later. All right, gold's breaking hard. We got a little close on gold. Let's look at gold. We may be getting closer to target. All right, so folks, we are here at the top of the hour. Just to let you know, we are going to be having a special for Easter. We're going to be knocking 40% off of everything. So be watching for that. Also, if you're interested in Einstein, this is the time to get in. Einstein is going to be going up in price. We only offer that in our platinum package. But don't buy it now if you want to wait. If you wait until Monday, maybe even this weekend, we'll give you that discount of 40% off. So if you're interested in any of our packages, we are going to have a good 40% off come this Easter. And we're going to start it probably on Monday. All right. So be looking for that. The website is innovativetradingstrategies.com. Check out the videos on my YouTube channel, Innovative Trading Strategies. Also, there is a video there. And the link should be below this one, talking about how I trade Einstein. I do get into a little bit more about the patterns and the development of Einstein. And so I think you'll find that very informative. This is a different approach to trading. This is my own. These are the tools that I've developed that I use. And I call it very simplistic because I only have really two tools that I look at. And when one sets up, the other one gives me levels. And then, of course, I will glance at volume just to see what the volume looks like. And that's it. It's a pretty simple process. So anyway, that's going to be it. We will be back again tomorrow, Thursday, my favorite day to trade. But today has turned out to be a really good day so far. So anyway, any questions? Best way to get a hold of me is via my website, innovativetradingstrategies.com. Glenn, thank you again for doing what you do. And everybody else, have a good day. We'll see you tomorrow.